Okay, so I think it was just 2 days ago, a new version of Advent of Ascension just got pushed out. There's now 3.2.5 released. Okay, where was the changelog exactly? I want to go look at that again. Well, one thing that really stood out to me is that Magic Repair Dust now repairs less durability than it used to. I think what was originally proposed by Skimmy Guy was to just, for each single piece of Repair Dust you used on any item, it gave back 20% of the durability. Yet whenever I used it before 3.2.5, it felt like it was giving like quite a bit more than 20% back. And then if you just put 3 repair dust together with some lava, then you get Magic Mending Solution, which is just a full durability repair. Why stay on 3.2.4 anyways? We're just gonna keep on going on all the new versions. There's a lot of minor stuff, a lot of which has to do with very specific items. For example, Toy Gyrocopter, which is a boss spawner. It used to apparently not be consumed on use, so you could just reuse the same toy gyrocopter over and over, when the whole purpose was to just have to buy one for every time you wanted to fight that boss. Fixed Runic Greatblade not working again. What do you mean not working again? Fixed Heatwave stats being wrong. Fixed Archaic Ladder and its breakable counterpart having the wrong appearance and hand. Changed Expedition Armor set effect. Unless I somehow get to level 100 Expedition, that's not really going to concern me. Unless I really play on this war for long enough, it's not going to matter that. Skeletal tool drops. Fixed Holly Arrows not properly cooking enemy loot when shot with flame enchantments. Fixed Fireborn Sword also not properly cooking enemy loot when killed. Made Light's Way a bit weaker. Made Bubbleberry slightly faster to consume, which never really bothered using anyways. Fixed Celian Scythe healing less than it should, so now it heals more. Buff the amount of soul power size leech. A lot of changes made to very specific items, for the most part. Bone Creature on the overworld now has less health. Somehow, one of the Mysterium mobs was able to poison itself. That's been fixed. Fixed Ghosts on the overworld not being able to go invisible. Just looking through these changes and seeing if anything remarkable just stands out. Fixed Creeper Lock teleporting while dead. Fixed Magical Creeper giving extremely long-lasting slowness on death. I wonder how that happened. Fixed Gingerbird not dropping Gingerbread Wing. So I assume before that was fixed, then getting that item was like no longer possible. Changed Realm Shifter traits to make more sense for early game. Fixed Hiding Fungi being able to multiply if shot with explosions. And same for Dead Tree. Added some additional drops to various rare mobs. Sounds. Heavily compressed all boss music to help reduce caching time and freezes on low-end hardware. So that music lag that got me killed, that's probably going to be less likely a problem for future players. There was also something about changing the procedure for spawning Crore to make it a bit easier as to figure out what's actually going on. Added some additional messages to the Crore spawn process to help with confusion. Yeah, because it was a really picky procedure as to how I had to spawn that boss in. You need to be close enough to the altar, or you're just going to inexplicably lose the boulder dash. But now it's going to tell you if you're too far from the altar and the boss is not going to spawn. It just says it in chat now. Yeah, like you're too far from the altar and the boss wouldn't spawn. Still. Non-structure generations should no longer overwrite other blocks. This should prevent portals from being destroyed on rare occasions when first teleporting into new dimensions. Significantly increase the chance of ruined teleporters generating under villages. Advent of Ascension overworld traders will now occasionally spawn in villages. Oh, that's neat. Creeponia Realmstone requirement Now it counts for TNTs near the player or the creeper instead of just the creeper. Change the wording on the Vox Pawn's Realmstone task. I only read a few of the changes on that changelog there. And even then, there's still likely going to be a 3.2.6 for all we know. Like, something else is probably going to get found that just needs to be accounted for. Though I actually did quickly test to see how long some of the boss music would have taken to load still on 3.2.5 in a creative mode world. Baroness's boss theme still must have taken at least 3 seconds to load in. I think last time I did it on the previous version it took slightly longer. Yeah, this sword lost a point of attack damage. Yeah, it got slightly nerfed. So I would just go and do a boss fight straight away if my armor wasn't in this bad shape. I honestly have to see what I can do about just having it repaired. So I got an idea. I'm likely going to go to the deep lands at this point to start working on making repairs. This doesn't have looting on it, but this does. I'll put this away for now. I also have diamonds, redstone. There it is. Let me try something quickly. No, not that. Then the runium goes there and there. And yeah, I have plenty of these. Okay, maybe not plenty of glistening power stones left, but you get the idea. So just so this sword can do some more damage, here's what I'd like to do. I'll give it sharpness 5 through infusion. And if I can maybe get sweeping edge 4 back, I'll take that too. Just need to quickly look up the recipe for... Oh, there it is, sweeping edge 4. Alright, so let me just quickly make some more of these enhancers. Because I kind of want to put sweeping edge 4 on this thing. I mean, nothing's really stopping me from doing so. So it was a shining power stone now, was it? And then, of course, more diamonds to go into crafting. And more glass. I also want a weight enhancer, so I need to take the diamonds out and put in the gold to get one of these. Then I think this should be right. And then 3 of the red one. That looks about right to me. Just to make this sword a bit better. I feel like with the fire damage that can just hit every mob nearby, I feel like actually just switching back to this for now. Especially considering this still has the looting on it. But I will just use the infusion skill to upgrade it a bit. Just to make it slightly stronger. And then we'll just go to the deep lands for a bit. And just kill a bunch of enemies there. To grind their chitin drops. That way I can just have more of this. Be ready to just make some more armor. I have a decent amount of wool up there. Still have a nice amount of torn cloth. Probably won't have to go back to Angelica's for a while to grind out more of that. Just seeing if there's anything else I really need to take with me on such short notice. Probably isn't much else to take besides maybe these tokens I more or less already have. I'll probably have plenty of tokens to just trade in again after I'm done this little grind. Because what I'd like to do is just gather myself enough chitin to make enough armor plating to just make new speed armor sets so I can craft those new armor pieces with the old ones just to get a bunch of durability back. This being so I can just restore durability on all my armor pieces that really need the repair. I'll just make some other armor pieces and just put them together on an anvil, most likely. Well, I already got quite a few tokens just now. I guess those are just going to show up because I'm killing Deep Lance mobs. I mean, I was mainly aiming for stuff like this. And if I get any armor plating drops, that's just going to be extra lucky. I can also use the armor plating drops as well. There's no denying that. I'll get another upgrade kit I've never even found a use for. Wait, is that what I think it is? That's a golden upgrade kit, isn't it? I didn't think regular mobs could drop that. I didn't think you'd get this as a rare drop. I thought it came only from lotto totems. Okay, I guess I was wrong. Unless that was a more recent change. Or it's a super rare drop from just any mob. Like, as in so rare I only just noticed it now. Like, I just got another notch apple drop. Not even trying to. They're just showing up. So I have a few tokens to just spend. I have quite a few to just get rid of, so I might as well do that now. That's likely just all gonna go to treasure boxes. Because treasure boxes just always have loot that I really do want to go for. Like, these could have gold coins or silver coins at least. And I definitely want gold coins. That will just help me save up for mending books and Lunalis, because those are expensive. So just a little something else to help me save up for those would be nice. Actually, I want to just crack these open right now and see what we end up with. Well, there's some repair dust. One repair dust so far. Just see exactly what we end up with out of all of these. I see a gold coin also, which is pretty nice. So let me just sort through everything we ended up with here. One repair dust. Plenty of rosite. Bunch of utopian armor pieces, of course. A gold coin. One repair dust out of 32 boxes, really? That was not so lucky. And I'll probably just sort through the rest of this later. One gold coin and one repair dust. So that'll likely have to be safe for later. Especially since now they're just repairing less durability by themselves. So it would just be wiser to get them in groups of 3 and then just turn them all into magic mending solution. Just use that instead. That would be wiser. Wait, is this thing running away or something? That's what it looked like. It was trying to just run away. Or maybe just doing so by accident, not sure. Right, so I know my portal must be close by at this point. I guess it should be somewhere over here. I'll probably stay close by it, but I still do want to see if I can get a bit more cheat in before leaving. Okay, I got 8 so far. That right there is enough for 2 armor platings. That's 2 armor plating right there. I was hoping I could have gotten more. So I might actually try and gather a bit more, perhaps. Okay, I have 9 so far. Now I'm just looking for more mobs out here. Not really seeing any. Okay, now I'm seeing them again. Still have only 9 of these. Because I need like 3 armor plating at least, which is 12 cheat in total. Just to make like one of the armor pieces that's like a chest plate or leggings for the speed armor set. I mean, I have enough to make one of these, but not both. And even then, I'm still probably quite a ways away from having enough to make both at this point. Especially with the drops just not really coming in that quickly. Ten. I'll just leave with 10. And it's not even gonna last long. Well, I can make one of the armor pieces that... I can make one of the 2. I'll do the legs for now. It's also like quite a bit of reinforced cloth I'll also need, so quickly some string for that. Alright, so what else am I gonna need? Runic energy and a prismarine shard. Also a leggings frame. Obviously need that too. So 3 of these. Then I gotta do this. Get that. So in what order do I put all these into the crafting grid? Okay, I might have the order like somewhat messed up here. Okay, so for the leggings, I only need to use up 2 armor platings. I thought I needed 3. But I'm pretty sure for like the chest plate, it likely needs 3. So for the legs, you only need 2. So I have like an extra piece here, which is nice. So I actually did get extra. Now what else, what do I not need in here? What do I absolutely not need to keep? Everything I don't need, I'm just gonna throw in the incinerator at this point. And the rest I will simply just put away. Alright, so how's my pick max doing? This I want to look at quickly. See where it's at. I'll use the Balls of Enchanting to repair this. Alright, so that's just going to be free pick max durability right there. That's likely going to get it to about half durability. That puts it back at half. Just extra bottles. Just put that back at half durability. So let me just quickly verify this. So I'll take the boots, for example, and just put them on this table, and they... that still actually does repair, like, a decent amount of durability. I thought I was going to repair less of it. Still looks like it's giving maybe slightly more than 20%. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm just going to use it up for now. And then I will do this. To just fully repair the speed leggings, I'll do that. Full repair there. That completely fixes that problem. Now I can just put that off, fixing that up again until like much later. Alright, so potions are here. Potions on the night vision so I can just see what's going on. Should I go and do this Bane fight? I'm probably gonna go do it real soon anyways. I'll get this back out most likely for the fight. If I still have a shield. Okay, my shield from earlier must have broken apart. Yeah, I remember losing that earlier. That shield with the Unbreaking 3, so I'll just make another one. Then throw that in the offhand. I'll just give Bane a try and see how that goes. Most likely. Alright, so first things first. Just gonna make sure everything is in order here. Just want to make sure I have everything on hand I feel like I'm gonna need for the fight. Looks about right to me. I mean, this does look about right. Alright, so I guess I just need to go and do the fight at this point. Unstable of Throne. I'm assuming that's only going to work in Grekon, but let me do one thing first. Just to see how long it's going to take to load in Bane's boss music. Right, has to be on not peaceful difficulty. Oh, hi there. Welcome to the stream. That took maybe like a second or two. That took maybe like 1.5 seconds to load that in. I'm just playing on the safe side here because I actually did get screwed over by this once. You did get screwed over by boss music loading in. Because some of these are big files, so sometimes it does take a while to actually load it in. Oh, you also do play this, I see. Just to make sure that doesn't get me screwed over. Yeah, the name does look Korean, alright. Yeah, now that I think about it. Definitely does look like. I don't know what it means though, but I can recognize the Korean alphabet. Yeah, today will be a big day. Just not in the overworld. I'm not gonna do this in the dark. I'm not crazy enough to do this fight in the dark. Unstable if thrown. So once I throw this, the boss will spawn in and there'll be like no going back. Alright, so do we really need this tree here? I think we'll probably just leave it anyways. Just trying to figure out where this is going to be the best place to spawn this guy in. Probably right around here. So I'm just going to clear this out so the ground's a bit flatter here, and then I'll just start the fight. Just to flatten out this area a bit more, and then we'll do the fight. So I did remember for a fact that some of the clones can do explosive damage, so I'll probably want to try and stay as far away from those as possible just to be safe. I think for the most part I should be okay. I don't think I should have too much to worry about. So I'll throw this and then step back and then get ready for a fight. There he is. Bane. That's why I gotta be careful. That explosion dealt quite a bit of damage. Alright, so I guess I probably should keep a distance. Because some of the clones can hit you pretty hard with their explosive damage, so I'll probably also want to just use the Caillou Staff to fall back on. Just in case I take a really big hit, the Caillou Staff can shield, like, most of it, or maybe all of it. Okay, that didn't do too much. Caillou Staff, go. Just to be safe. I want this to activate. Honestly, I thought for sure I was going to see more clones from this guy. I mean, that's his main gimmick, just spawning clones in. Oh, never mind. There we go. That's a lot of clones. So apparently they don't have a lot of health. So that's probably going to be my best bet for just clearing them out. Just shoot them down since they don't have a lot of health. Just shoot off the clones. And then just get back up close and personal and just start attacking the real one with melee. Just gonna shoot out all the clones here. So I think it's only the really big clones of Bane that explode. And do a lot of damage potentially. Wait, now where's the real Bane? Alright, we still have him on screen here. We didn't just lose him. Let me run from the exploding clones. Don't corner me. Let me run. I want to just kill these from a distance, for obvious reasons. Definitely gonna kill those from a distance, the big ones. Yeah, being able to shoot down the big ones from a distance is pretty helpful, considering that can just cause an explosion big enough to wipe out all the smaller clones. But of course I don't want to be, like, taking the huge portion of that damage. Of course I don't want to be up close when that explosion does go off. Oh, that could have been disaster right there. He just spawned a clone right as I was about to strike. And then the explosion went off. This is why I'm bringing a Kai staff to fall back on. That could have been really bad right there. Yeah, if I wouldn't have been so prepared for the exploding clones, I probably would have been dead by now. That could have easily just taken me by surprise, let's be real here. Yeah, getting blown up by a giant Bane clone was a real possibility. Alright, he died. We did beat Bane, but I just lost my helmet. Yeah, dying to that explosion damage, that could have been a real possibility if I wasn't so prepared. So I got some Ender Pearls, a Bane statue, and I don't think I got anything else from him. But we did beat the fight. We did successfully beat him. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Oh! You gotta be kidding me. What just happened there? Okay, you gotta be kidding me. I just got back from my fight, and then one of the Bane clones that ran through the portal just killed me. You gotta be kidding me. I should have done the fight, like, not so close to the portal. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, now, I think it's safe to say that one could have been avoided. Just could have done the fight further from the portal, and then none of the clones would have slipped in. And then that wouldn't have happened. Okay, so technically my world was supposed to be, like, finished. Technically I was supposed to be dead 10 live streams ago. Oh, what the fuck? I still don't know if I actually want to finish this base and then just delete the world. Alright, so I want to look at my statistics here. Alright, so on 2 lives, I survived for 2.29 days. So I survived for, like, I would have survived for, like, almost 55 hours, not counting that Crore death. Okay, so don't fight Bane right next to your spawn portal. Fuck. I mean, honestly, these Minecraft streams were getting a little bit excessive. Right, so I did beat Bane, but to really think it's gonna end like that. So, just quickly now, to put into perspective here. I don't even know if I can despawn these guys. I just want to look and see, like, what was in all my chests. Okay, I can't seem to despawn these guys. Yeah, this guy's still here. And I don't see how I'll be getting rid of him. I don't think I can just easily get rid of him. Like, I can't even just put the game on peaceful. I can't even put the game on peaceful mode to get rid of him. Okay, I think he just ran in the portal, maybe. Right, so I'm trying to think how many of these statues I had before the Crore death. Obviously not the Crore statue itself. I remember beating Smash, the Hive King, Elusive, Shadow Lord. Probably all these guys at least before the Crore death. And then Crore. I mean, I found it really cheap that the lag spike got me killed. And then there was, like, the death of the Big Bane. But that could have been avoided if I just simply didn't do the fight so close to my portal. Then there's no way they could have slipped in and just gotten me killed. I don't know why I did the fight right next to my portal. That was, like, the last thing I should have done. That I actually feel like I could have prevented. Just by simply doing the fight elsewhere, so I'm not going to contest that death. For real, I'm just going to call this world dead now. I'm not going to give myself another revive, we don't need to do that. So I definitely beat these guys here, like, after the Crore death. So I'm just trying to figure out the order, more or less, which I beat all these bosses. So I remembered it was Immortals. Then it was probably the Shirelands bosses not too long after Immortals. Okay, I think it was King Bam 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 and then the Immortals after that. Well, probably him and Graw and Corylus all before these guys. Creep was probably one of the last bosses I killed, and then right after that, Bane, so... Alright, how many bosses did I actually successfully beat? Is what I want to see. How many bosses would I have been able to beat, assuming Crore never killed me in the first place, which honestly was bullshit that he did. So Nether had 2 bosses and I beat 1, excluding Wither. I beat the Wither, of course. Abyss had 2 bosses, I beat both. I just beat the Grekon boss, but a couple of his clones that snuck through the exit portal to the overworld just killed me upon going back through the portal. Never did get to fight the Primordial 5. I'm just gonna look at all the bosses on the wiki page. There was like 35 of them total. Yeah, there's 35 of them. Now, how many did they kill out of the 35? On like 2 lives, how many did I kill? So yeah, I beat Smash, I beat Corylus, King Bam Bam Bam, so that's 3. I didn't kill either Haven boss. Got both the ones in the Abyss, neither Precasia boss. So far I got a total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The Immortals are 4 bosses, so... Do I count that as 12 or as 15? Then again, why don't I just count my statues? A lot of them. Probably about a third of the bosses total. They're in my gravestone, but I'm not going to bother getting them back. I'm supposed to just delete the world, as per the hardcore mindset when I actually die. So, I beat a lot of them. So the Immortals, I don't know whether or not to count them as 1 boss fight or 4 different ones. Or better yet, statues. How many different, well, not the ornate statues, just like regular statues. How many different types were there of these? I'll just start counting from here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 28, 34, 43 different types of boss statues. And I got like 17 of them. Plus the Bane statue, which isn't actually in here, so I got like, I think 18 of these. I likely could have gone on to get more. So it looks like I had almost half the bosses down at that point. I was almost halfway there to killing every boss. Alright, so don't do a boss fight near your spawn portal. Especially not Bane or any other boss that could clone themselves. Die to a big Bane. Die to a big Bane. So that's how it's gonna end. Wow. Honestly, it should have ended like 10 live streams ago, but T-Slat was nice enough to offer me a free revive had I not just revived the world myself. Yeah, isn't the lead developer of the mod felt that Crore death I took was very unfair. The Big Bane death, though, on the other hand, that I probably could have much easier avoided. Just simply don't do the fight next to your exit portal next time. That's all you gotta do to not have that happen to you. Don't let the bosses into your portal. I honestly really want to do this again, but probably not anytime soon. Because it would literally just be do everything from scratch. Yeah, I definitely want to do another hardcore world with more of the information I've learned. Like, Crore spawning procedure, be really careful with how he spawns. I actually did look at this a bit on a creative mode world, just in case anyone wants to see, like, exactly how Crore spawns now. Right, this was just some random creative mode world. Honestly can't remember what I was doing on this one. I'm gonna go to my other test world. This is the one where I was just spawning Crore in a bunch of different places. Just to try and see if I can notice any peculiarity about his spawn pattern. So just in my spare time, I did play around with spawning Crore a bit, just to see exactly how that would work. So I roughly tried to build a circle here that just represents the spawn radius, in which you have to be within this charging table on top of Crore altar for the boss to actually spawn in. If you go too far from the circle, it's going to say in chat you moved too far from the altar, and thus the boss simply won't spawn in. Also, take note of the coordinates I'm standing on right now. So I'll move a couple blocks to my south. Because I noticed that whenever you spawn in Crore, it doesn't seem to matter what orientation the table would have been placed in. It doesn't matter at all. Crore always has a preference to spawning south of where the charging table and Crore altar are. Yeah, he always spawns to the south of where you place the table. So that's another good way to just make sure he doesn't spawn on top of you. Spawn the boss in, don't go a couple blocks south, go a couple blocks, like, north or something. And then he should spawn, like, back there, and not right on top of you. So I did try to spawn in Crore, standing in multiple different places around the spawn radius, to just verify that he always did spawn south. And I just put the table in multiple places. Yeah, he always spawns south of where the table was placed. Like 6 or 7 blocks south. So anyone wanting to fight Crore, take notes. Well, I certainly got this far, but I guess my time has come now. I'm probably not gonna be able to forgive myself for that one. I'm gonna have to clip that and share it with the server. The Advent of Ascension Discord server is gonna have to see that. I'm done for now.